Have you ever thought about how stress could actually boost your productivity rather than hinder it? It's an intriguing thought, isn't it? Stress, an aspect of life we often associate with negativity, can actually be a catalyst for productivity. Yes, you heard it right. In our daily lives, we're accustomed to viewing stress as an adversary. It's something that we believe hampers our progress, slows us down, and even affects our health. But what if we told you that this isn't the complete picture? What if stress, when managed properly, could become an ally in your quest for productivity? This is the paradox of stress and productivity. It's all about perspective. Once we start to perceive stress not as a roadblock but as a propellant, we can turn it into a powerful tool that can significantly enhance our productivity. Intrigued? Great! So, let's dive into the steps to harness the power of stress for maximizing productivity. First, it's crucial to understand what stress really is. At its core, stress is our body's response to challenges or demands. It's a biological reaction rooted in our survival instincts, triggering what is commonly known as the fight or flight response. When we perceive a threat, our bodies prepare to either confront it or run away from it. This can lead to physical symptoms like a quickened heartbeat or sweaty palms. But stress isn't just a physical response. It's also a mental and emotional one. Our minds can create stress through worry, fear, or anxiety, often about things that may never actually happen. Stress can manifest itself in various ways, such as through tension, restlessness, or a feeling of being overwhelmed. It's like a chameleon, changing its form to match our unique experiences and perceptions. Now that we understand what stress is, we can start to use it to our advantage. The first step in using stress to increase productivity is to acknowledge it. You see, stress is like a silent alarm ringing in the background of your mind, and it's important to not just hit the snooze button. Ignoring it or shrugging it off can lead to more harm than good. Instead, take a moment to listen to that alarm. Recognize its sound. Acknowledging your stress is not about dwelling on it or letting it consume you. It's about discerning its existence, understanding its causes, and identifying its effects. It's about giving it a name, and by doing so, stripping it of its power to control you. When we acknowledge our stress, we take the first step towards harnessing it. We start the process of transforming this perceived enemy into a potential ally. It's like turning the tables on a chess game. Once you've acknowledged your stress, you can move on to the next step, reframing it. The second step in leveraging stress for productivity is to reframe it. Now, you might be wondering, what does it mean to reframe stress? Simply put, it's about changing your perspective. This is what we call cognitive reframing. Instead of seeing stress as an insurmountable obstacle, see it as a challenge waiting to be conquered. Imagine you're a mountaineer and stress is your Everest. It may seem daunting, but every mountaineer knows that the view from the top is worth the climb. This is exactly how we should perceive stress, as an opportunity to grow, to improve, to strive. By viewing stress as a challenge, you'll find that it becomes less of a threat and more of a motivator. It's a push that prompts you to step out of your comfort zone, to reach new heights, to achieve greater things. So let's start seeing stress not as a hindrance, but as the catalyst for our success. With your stress reframed, you're ready for the next step, using it as a motivator. The third step is to use stress as a motivator, not a deterrent. You may wonder, how can something that feels so uncomfortable be beneficial? Well, the answer lies in our perception and approach. Stress, in its essence, is a signal that something important is at stake. It pushes us out of our comfort zones and propels us towards action. Let's consider a deadline at work. The pressure of a looming due date can induce stress, but it also focuses our mind and resources on the task at hand, thereby enabling us to work harder and more effectively. Similarly, the stress of achieving a personal goal can push us to take steps we might not have considered otherwise. It's about transforming that adrenaline rush into a driving force, a fuel for your productivity engine. This is not about glorifying stress, but about harnessing its energy in a positive, constructive way. Now that you're using stress as a motivator, you're ready for the final step, managing and maintaining it. The final step in using stress to maximize productivity is to manage and maintain it. It's about striking a balance, not letting stress overpower you, but also not ignoring it. Think of it like tuning a musical instrument. Too tight and the string snaps. Too loose and there's no melody. One of the most effective ways to manage stress is through regular exercise. It's like a natural antidote that helps your body produce endorphins, the feel-good hormones. Similarly, meditation acts as a mental workout, enabling you to better control your stress response. It's like an anchor in the storm, helping you stay calm and focused. In addition, a balanced diet cannot be overlooked. It's like fuel for your body and mind, helping you function optimally. Consuming nutrient-rich foods can help you maintain energy levels and cope with stress more effectively. By managing and maintaining your stress, you can turn it into a powerful tool for productivity. To wrap up, let's quickly recap the steps we've discussed. We started by understanding stress, not as an enemy, but as a companion in our journey. It's always there, so we might as well get to know it. Next, we acknowledged our stress. We took a step back and said, yes, I'm feeling stressed. This is a crucial first step in turning stress into a tool for productivity. Then, we reframed our stress. Instead of viewing it as a detriment, we started seeing it as an opportunity for growth and improvement. After that, we explored how to use stress as a motivator. Remember, stress can push us to achieve greater things, to reach new heights in our personal and professional lives. Finally, we discussed how to manage and maintain our stress levels. By implementing these techniques, we can ensure that stress doesn't get the upper hand. Remember, stress doesn't have to be a productivity killer. With the right perspective and techniques, it can be a productivity booster. Thanks for watching.